Yeah. So this area was really fucking annoying. Um, that's just to put it lightly. So there's a lot of enemies in this next room, the next couple rooms that I don't actually get to kill because I don't have like any ammo left, and I'm not tanky enough to just run and hit them all with my stick, which is weird to say. So what I have to do is I have to find a way to kill these guys and then run in and then do what I'm supposed to, which is to blow up the Rickenbach. Not only that, I had to listen to Shodan yell at me over and over and over and over again, telling me to go and kill them with the Rickenbach. And this is when I realized that I had changed the attack movement for this weapon, and I'm pretty sure I killed myself last turn, which really pissed me off. So let her
Hold
talk.
where you are, irritant. The annelids have tried my patience for the
This
final
room has
time.
tried my patience.
We cannot separate from the Von Braun. Observe.
I'm not sure where we're supposed to observe that, but
The many has grown to a massive size. It has wrapped itself around these two ships, preventing
I can't
their
even see the
separation.
flies this.
Their creation was my error. My error. Their destruction shall be my delight.
Okay, so I just wanted to save all of that.
Observe the many. It has used the flesh of the biomass to grow. Do you know of my creations, insect? The time has come.
This is not a smart idea, but this was the only idea that I fucking had at the time.
An escape pod. An escape pod in the rear of the bridge. Use it to launch yourself into the
Okay, so we finally killed that piece of shit. There's one more upgrade. I'm pretty sure I get like shopping thing. I don't know. It's weird. At this point, I was like, I don't know. We're so close to the end of the game. I don't really care what we get. Then there's a space spider and an egg that doesn't do anything, which is nice. You get a bunch of ammo, anti-personal rounds.
You hesitate?
Yeah, now she gets a little pissy with us.
Launch into
So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go anywhere else, if I can go anywhere else.
and I will reward you with continued existence. Fail me, and I will put an end to your
But now I'm trying to get as much stuff as I can before I hit the switch. This one. So we fire the ship into the body of the many. Because we had to go kill the many from the inside out. And it is the nastiest shit I've ever seen.
The many hold sway here. Even I cannot.
So if you're Squeamish, I'm so sorry that you had to watch
You
this.
are on your own, human. Fail me not.
Yeah, all of this is really, really, really disgusting.
One of the flying things dragged me and David here last night. I don't remember much about the trip. I guess I must have blocked it out, half conscious most of the time. I keep remembering the part in Tokyo, you know, where the old man goes looking for the puppet inside the whale. Except I don't think he's coming here to save me.
Hitboxes on some of these things, which are so annoying to deal with. But yeah, we are now in the body of the many, like the literal body, and we have to explore this little area. This room was annoying as fuck. I really should not have gone in here. It's a cool building. There's probably some stuff to loot, right? Well, first it takes me a while to get in here, because it won't let me jump because it thinks I'm running down, so it won't let me actually jump. And if I do try to jump, I just like sort of hit the wall, which is really weird. And that's right, there are a bunch of eggs. Eggs that I didn't even know were there because they're up on the ceiling. And they burst. And I'm pretty sure there's a few, there has to be a few that like constantly spews out eggs. Right now, I'm trying to just dodge all of the fucking flies that are coming to attack me. So, finally got rid of that. Now I can start looting the place. Of course, I can never have the fucking right one. Hacking this game is so aggravating. There we go. And I'm pretty sure these are not the things we were looking for. Any of that. I wasn't sure how much I'm going to be able to research in this area because we're inside the body, so I don't know how many chemicals I can just run into. There are worms on the floor, so if I ever get the feeling I need to
Hi there.
recharge,
Please make your selection.
I have some vials that need worms. So do I... Oh yeah, that's right, there's a bunch of fucking flies that spawn out of nowhere. And I'm like, where the fuck did these come from? But I already killed everything. What? Balls? Pretty sure there are 2 sets? Yeah, there's 2 sets of them. I actually have to use a fucking health pack on these guys. I just wanted to refill the flasks. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Now let's get the fuck out of here and never come back, okay? I bought
there.
2 health packs.
Your selection. Value wrap.
That's when I found out that there were eggs up there. Woo! So I just GTFO, as the cool kids would say. I'm really happy that the body of the menu has a bunch of light switches and places to go.
Now I'm convinced that this many, as it calls itself, indeed has a centralized nervous system, which means it would have to have some kind of centralized control. To this end, I've gathered as many weapons as I could and stashed them in caches. One of the beasts discovered a cache and apparently mistook it for food. It simply brought it into the crunching room.
So I guess that is our way of knowing that there are actually stuff in here. Save this shit. Okay, good. So, I was terrified of this fucking room. I don't know what the fuck's gonna be in here. Turns out to be a floating head, which I think that was the central nervous system. Or not the central nervous system. There are several smaller versions. But I'm pretty sure the thing that we had to kill is the bottom of this little pool. To stop it from spawning more. Pretty sure. Right there. It somehow respawned even though I killed. I didn't kill without too much damage. So this is a really confusing area to go. The reason why is because you're pretty much in tunnels like this for the majority of the time, and those are annoying. Those like little air bubbles, they can throw you.
The arterial passageways are blocked by some kind of sphincter. I follow the nerves that threaded out of the walls from the blockage. They lead to a pair of nerve clusters. When the passageway is open, the cluster seems to contract. Conversely, I wonder if I was able to destroy both clusters, it would open the blockage permanently. I'm anxious to see the rest of this beast.
He pretty much just tells us how to get through the area. We have to go and target a bunch of the nerve clusters, which will open a pathway for us to walk. There are a few areas like this. There's a bigger room to explore in. I don't know why I'm wasting my time with hacking anything. I'm not going to be able to do anything. Which are really fucking annoying. It's like either I gamble or I get blown up. I gamble, get blown up, or I just waste my time trying to get something that's like that. I have check 3, but it was around a corner, so it doesn't count. Which is one of the more annoying things in the world to deal with. But this area is really hard to like maneuver around because a lot of it you are walking in this particular sort of zones. They're like small tunnels, and then there's like maybe a bigger tunnel. but they generally look the same, so it's hard to be like, oh, they're supposed to go down X tunnel, and I still did not kill it. Why didn't I? I thought I killed it. Never mind. There you go. I do find out where to go, obviously, because I finished the game. But it's really difficult because you don't have a map. It's been disabled because you've never been in the body of the menu, and you can't exactly just find blueprint layout of the body. And this one has radiation damage. And after what happened last time when I with radiation damage, I was like, nope, I ain't fucking with that. So I put my rad suit on, I go back in, and I go exploring. Find this. Now, if you notice, there is a little hole at the bottom that you can travel through. I, for some reason, did not realize that until much, much later. Which is the way to go. You're supposed to go this way, through that little hole at the bottom. I did not realize that. And because of that, I spent a large portion of time running around trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Not exactly the best way to spend time, you know. Guess I'm just repairing all my weapons. This is not the way to go. This goes to a room where I can now explore, get some chemicals and whatnot. So I pretty much decided that whenever it comes to the big guys, I'll use my suppressor rounds for the rifle, because it kills them the fastest, 4 shots. Everything else I can kill with my baton crystal thing. I'm not gonna call it my baton because that sounds stupid. Yeah, but this little area is really hard to figure out. Because the nerve cluster that you need is down in that hole where they're swimming. So you have to go for the nerve cluster in the hole, which opens the nerve, the hole. Yeah, it's hard to explain. This room up here has a giant gateway that has been closed off, and you need to shoot the nerve cluster in order to open it. But that nerve cluster is back down in the pool, which I don't go to in this. I might go to this in this video. I speed up a lot of this section because I spent like 20 minutes, half an hour just running around, just dicking around in here, trying to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go. But those little air bubbles, they are annoying. They can throw you, and it does do damage. Like right there, it picks you up. I was lucky not to get hurt. I just wanted to test it out. And this room is a lead ass. 4 eggs line up. One of them spewed out some worms. Which I don't know why I didn't dodge. Okay, so we'll go back to that room. I think that's the way to one of the buildings that got swallowed up by the marine. It has a bunch of chemicals. I think it's the last area. Right there, it threw me into the wall and did damage. That's what I mean by annoying. That one's fun. Fucking flies as well, so we'll go back around. See, I wouldn't be pissed off with the flies if they didn't do a lot of damage. But if I were just to run through them, they would do like maybe 20 damage? Maybe more? I don't know. They hurt a lot. Especially when there's multiple groups of them all attacking you, and you can't do shit about it. You can't hit them, you can't attack back. You just sort of have to deal with it. But now I try to find all the chemicals I need for all the experiments I have left. Since I assumed that this was going to be the last safe haven, the quote-unquote safe haven of chemicals. Which I'm pretty sure is I'm correct on that. I think I need CF and radium? HS. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I need something. This one was a little harder to find because it's outside and I'm like exploring all inside. Pretty sure I picked up, there's like CF and CS, and the text is really hard to read, because F's sometimes look like C or S's to me. I don't know if that's me having dyslexia or what, That and I was just hoping to God that it was the CF or CS that I have, whichever. I can't actually read it from here, so just yell at me in the comment section. That's better.